If you love animals as much as I do, you're sure to enjoy Barbie as the Island Princess. Some of my co-stars are the cuddliest, funniest, most fascinating creatures you'll ever meet. Plus, there's the beautiful monkey we meet at the Prince's Kingdom. There's Azul, the peacock.
Azul, Prince of Peacocks.
I'm sorry, Prince Azul Vasu Morantha IV.
A rainbow! Don't forget me, Barbie.
I couldn't forget you, little Tika, the Asian elephant.
Neat!
There's Saji, the red panda.
Hello, Barbie.
Plus, there's the beautiful Reese's monkey, Tallulah.
Hello. I have lovely white fur. We're all together.
And we can't wait to get started. In this feature, we'll see how these 4 animals live in their natural habitats.
I like the sound of that.
Best of all, our guides will be my friends, Jack and Julie Hanna, wildlife experts who care for all 4 of these amazing animals at the Columbus Zoo in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be so much fun learning all about my 4 animal friends from Barbie as the Island Princess. First, let's meet Azul the peacock.
I can teach you everything you need to know.
Hi, Barbie, and hi, Azul. I'm Jungle Jack Hanna, and this is Julie Hanna, my daughter, and we're both from the Columbus Zoo. We've been here for over about, 30 years now, and we've seen animals from all over the world. But I must say, around our zoo, some of our favorite animals, the peacock. Now, Julie, when we refer to the peacock, just what do we mean by the peacock itself?
Actually, the peacock, it's a beautiful bird, and that's the male. He's beautiful, all these iridescent colors and his long tail feathers, and that refers to the male. The female is known as a peahen, and then you can refer the male and the female as peafowl.
Oh, I see. I never knew that. I always just called old peacock on our farm in Tennessee.
What kind of beasts have you brought home this time?
Did he just call us beasts? Beasts?
You know, the peacock, really I say the peacock, it'd be the male, but still both of them, is royalty in Asia. It's a bird really that a lot of people aren't allowed to basically even touch or anything. It's a very revered animal over there.
I told you I was royalty.
I'm glad Barbie has one because a lot of places you keep peacocks, on our farm we did, to keep other animals out. Like for example, if you have a lot of chickens and stuff, you don't want a lot of animals come in and bother your chickens, like little foxes and things. The peacock will go, ew, ew. Again, that's not a very good peacock call, but I'm just telling you, it sounds a lot louder than that though.
I don't sound anything like that. I have a beautiful singing voice.
You really understand him?
Yes, don't you?
No, all I hear is...
Ew, ew. Is that good, Julie?
Yeah, that's excellent. They also sound like a cat, like meow, meow, really loud.
Peacocks do have a very distinctive call. Let's listen.
But what do they eat?
They eat a variety of vegetation, seeds, and plants. They also eat arthropods and other types of insects and rodents, as well as snakes and things.
Ooh, I just thought they ate seeds. I just thought peacock ate seeds, and now I know something.
I like the sound of that. I get so hungry. I spend most of my day foraging for food on the ground and roosting in trees by night.
What I love most about peacocks is your beautiful tails. The male displays his tail feathers in an elaborate dance to attract a mate.
Can you believe your eyes?
Speaking of eyes, the spots on the feathers are known as eyes.
You know what happens when they do their breeding dance? It rattles, almost like a rattlesnake. The feathers rattle like this, and it really attracts the females. So I guess you see why Barbie chose Azul to be her friend, because it is a magnificent bird. I mean, I must say that Barbie's chosen a good friend in Azul the peacock.
Yes, that's true.
Pack your trunk, Tika. We're heading off to learn all about elephants.
Pack my... Oh, Barbie!
I'll tell you something. The animals you see behind me, the elephant, is one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, but Julie and I love the elephants. It's the largest land mammal on Earth. Julie, everybody thinks there's just one elephant. Aren't there several types of elephants?
There are. There's the most known are the African and the Asian elephant. And you can tell the difference because the African elephants have large ears shaped like Africa. And then the Asian elephants have smaller ears.
Like me!
That's exactly right, Tika. African elephants live in the grasslands. Asian elephants live in jungles and forests.
It would be hard for me to run through the forest with gigantic ears like that.
Yes, but do you know why both types of elephants' ears are so big?
To hear you call me for dinner?
Not just that. Jack says they're used like fans.
You know, Julie, I'm often asked, why does the elephant have big ears? Somebody says to hear with, but really, it's to stay cool with. I bet Barbie has a fan. Well, look at the elephants. When they're out there in the really heat of the day, they take those ears and flap them back and forth, and that keeps the elephant cool. There's little blood vessels in those ears. That helps keep the elephant real cool, like a radiator on a car. So you see there, that's how you tell. Plus, I think I know the males are much larger than the females. But what I love about the elephant, Julie, is their social ability, their family structure, and their intelligence. And another thing, Julie, that's amazing is that if an elephant gets sick, or let's say a little baby elephant weren't to live, the ant will feed that baby elephant. The elephants will take care of each other.
They do. It's an amazing, as you said, a social structure that they have.
Say, Tika, did you know elephants are sometimes called pachyderms?
Packy what?
Oh yeah, what do you call an elephant? What is the family that they're in? Starts with a P.
A Pete. I don't know.
Pachyderm, Julie.
Oh, pachyderm. I'm sorry.
See, I asked
pachyderm.
Julie a question. I bet Barbie didn't know that answer. I know Tika knows it.
Pachyderm means thick-skinned.
Exactly.
Did you know?
She did know that.
I did
It means
know.
thick skin. So now you know something there. Oh, I know a good question, Julie. Why does the elephant take a mud bath?
I think I know the answer. Help with the insects or sunburn.
What Julie just said. Helps with the sunburn as well as keeps their skin protected from a lot of the flies and insects and like that. So again, being a pachyderm, just because it has thick skin, that skin is still very, very tender to touch. The elephant knows it all the time.
Such soft ears. And the cutest nose ever.
You won't believe this, back in 1978, when I came to the Columbus Zoo, there were about 1.4 million African elephants. Today, there are less than 400,000. You see these right here? Look at the ears. Those are Asian elephants behind me. And when I came in 1978, there were about 400,000. And today, Julie, there's less than maybe 35,000 Asian elephants left in the world of the wild. What does an elephant eat?
They eat a lot of different types of vegetation, but here at the zoo they give them treats, such as different types of vegetables and fruits, as well as watermelon. I think is always fun to watch them have a watermelon. They give them a whole watermelon and they push it around and then they just take their foot and they smash it and then they start eating it.
What about the trunk? What do you use the trunk for?
Well, of course, you put things in the trunk and then you go on vacation.
Okay, Julie. What do you use the trunk for?
What do they? Well, they can use it to grab things kind of like a hand and then place it in their mouth. They can also use it to get water and then place it in their mouth as well.
She's right. People don't think of that. They think of the elephant drinks the water just out of their mouth. Remember, the water has to go into the trunk first. The trunk is very valuable to the elephant. If the elephant did not have the trunk, it would not live. They can hold up to 15 quarts of water in their trunk. Julie, they can pick up a blade of grass in their trunk, or they can pick up a 2,000-pound log in their trunk.
Bet you wish you had a trunk.
I study elephants in the wild for a long time. I love the elephant. I just love how soft and quiet they are and how they communicate.
They have these different types of vocalizations, and some you can't even hear with the human ear. That's how low they are.
We can't hear 2 miles away. We can't even hear 200 feet away, but those elephants could hear each other 2 and 3 miles, 4 miles away. Now, how much does an elephant weigh?
How much? Thousands of pounds, do you believe it? And when the babies are born, they're hundreds. You know, they're about 200-300 pounds.
Imagine that, a 300-pound baby. And plus, it stays in the mommy, it develops for almost 2 years. An elephant, they're big when they're born. They're like Julie said, 200 or 300 pounds. Might take them 30 years to become an adult. Can you imagine that? And they can live to be over 50 years old. That's a long time.
Don't they travel in families like big groups?
Yeah, they actually call it big herds. Herds of elephants, I've seen up to 300 and 400 animals. It is so massive that the dust you can see the dust for miles, like a big dust storm. Can you imagine 300 or 400 elephants traveling and trying to find food, like up to 300 pounds of food a day? Now you multiply 300, Julie, times 300 elephants, 300 pounds of food times 300. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of tons of food they have to eat every day. And water, think of all the water they have to drink. 15 quarts in one trunk they can take in.
In the wild, elephants graze on grass, leaves, and other fruits or vegetable matter they can find.
You know, Julie, for such a big animal, the elephant's tail is very small. What's it used for?
What's it used? To swat, actually, kind of like as we use a fly swatter, but they can use that tail to get the flies and the insects off their bodies.
And the trunk is very important, again, for defense mechanisms. Drinking without that trunk, it just is not going to live. And not only that, the eyesight of an elephant, is not as good as a lot of animals, but their hearing and their smell, unbelievable. So the best of any animal in the world. Someone said an elephant can smell miles and miles away. And they sit there with that trunk up like this. If you ever see elephants in the wild, they're like this. They put their trunks up like this, like a periscope on a submarine. They go like this all around, waiting to smell whatever might be ready to harm them. Now, Julie, people often ask, do elephants have teeth?
They do have teeth, and they're quite large, about four in the mouth.
Someone told me that one tooth weighs 4 pounds.
They're extremely large. I know that we used to have some on display in the Pachyderm building, but they are quite large.
All I know is my teeth, if it weighed 4 pounds, my mouth would be like this. You know, Julie, I'm really pleased that Barbie chose Tika as a friend, because elephants really are just such social friends to each other.
It's true. The elephants care for their children and for their social group the way humans do.
Now, they're not an animal you're just going to bring in your house, obviously. Your mother would get mad if you did that. I think having a friend such as the elephant, Barbie's going to teach the world about how we have to save the largest land mammal on Earth. That would be terrible, and Barbie knows this. Barbie's education, and what she's telling us about the elephant, it's hopefully will be here for a long time to come.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Julie. We learned a lot about the elephant.
And we'll never forget it.
And now it's time to find out about another one of my friends, Saji the red panda.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Saji. I'm Jungle Jack Hanna. This is my daughter, Julie Hanna. And obviously, we see a lot of animals from all over the world, but some of our favorite animals are the lesser panda. Some people call it the red panda. But I'll tell you something right now. The lesser panda, the red panda, is one of my favorite animals in all the world. And there's a reason for that, really. That's because they're so cute and they're so very rare.
In a panic? Think organic. Look at this, one size fits all. Now you can be the beauty at the ball.
Oh, they're very definitely cuddly and cute.
Hey, I'm not all that cute and cuddly.
I know everybody home wants to know where they live, so being called a lesser panda, where would they live?
They live in China, but hence the name panda. They're not related to the giant black and white panda.
That's so interesting. But Saji, I know you love to eat bamboo, just like a giant panda.
I could eat bamboo all night and day.
What people don't realize, really, this is a very, very rare animal being endangered. And how many are left, Julie?
There aren't very many red pandas left in the wild. There's less than 2,500.
That's right. And when you have animals down to 2,500, that means, obviously, they're very, very endangered. Now, an interesting fact is, you may say, well, why are they called red pandas? Why are they called red pandas?
One of the reasons why they are red is because it helps with camouflage. They actually live in the trees where the red lichen is in the fir trees in China.
Here on my island, there's nothing but fun.
Vines you can swing from.
Run up in the sun.
There are mud pies to make.
There are branches to shake.
Treasures await any road that you take.
Now, one interesting thing about the panda, and I don't know if Julie knows this, is when they drink water, they really don't drink it like an animal with their mouth. They put it in their paws, and they kind of lick the water off their paws. And they also groom themselves every day like your cat at home would groom themselves to stay clean. Are red pandas good climbers?
They are excellent climbers. As you can see, these guys like to be high up in their little hutches.
You must be a pretty good climber if you live in the trees.
I'm an excellent climber.
What else can you tell everyone at home about red pandas?
I am a nocturnal creature and spend my days sleeping and relaxing in trees.
You may say, being up, living at high altitudes, which the lesser panda, red panda is, do they like the heat?
I think they pretty much don't like the heat. They are pretty lazy during the day, and they're more active during the nighttime when it's cool.
Another reason that they're not that active is because they eat bamboo. If you know anything like, for example, a koala eats the eucalyptus, these animals eat the bamboo. And some of that bamboo doesn't have a lot of that nourishment, so they do like to sleep a lot. But as Julie said, a lot of times they do like to eat their food in the late evening hours. Some people might say nocturnal, but not really nocturnal all night long that they walk around. You know, Julie, Barbie picked a great animal to be a friend with. You know, Saji is a red panda and a very endangered animal. Following her around like this will bring awareness to many, many people throughout the world. But it's an animal that I'm so happy Barbie's telling us about, because without us having knowledge about the red panda, then the animal might go into extinction in years to come. So I want to thank Barbie for making Saji her best friend.
Well, who could resist a funny little guy like Saji? Last but not least, it's time to learn about our friend, Tallulah the monkey.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Tallulah. I'm Jungle Jack Hanna, and this is my daughter, Julie Hanna. And we've been involved with the Columbus Zoo for over 30 years.
Wait, Jack, that's not a monkey.
This is a palm civet. Now, Tallulah knows what this is in the wild.
She sure does. A palm civet lives in trees and eats fruit just like a monkey, but it's more closely related to a weasel. They are cute. Maybe in my next movie, we'll have a civet.
This is from Asia, and the palm civet's in the mongoose family. Now, I know this isn't a rhesus monkey like Tallulah, and obviously Tallulah is white, which is very, very rare.
Skirts that billow, sleeves that tie are the only things to wear at the ball. Tease your hair up 3 feet high if you want to show your flair at the ball.
I want to talk a little bit about the rhesus monkey. The rhesus monkey, they're actually in the macaque family, which is like an old world monkey, because sometimes a lot of macaques, they don't have tails.
Old world monkeys are those found in the Old World, Africa and Asia.
I'm from Asia.
That's right. Rhesus monkeys, which are part of the macaque family, live in the forests of southern Asia. Some other Old World monkeys and primates you may know are the baboon, the brightly colored mandrill, and here's a face only a monkey could love, the proboscis monkey. There are about 130 different types of monkeys worldwide. In the forests of Mexico and Central and South America, you'll find Tallulah's New World cousins, like the tiny pygmy marmosets, which can weigh just 1/3 of a pound, or little tamarin monkeys with funny shaggy coats.
Julie, how come they say a monkey like the rhesus monkey is like us?
Well, they're a very intelligent animal, as well as having 5 fingers and 5 toes, just like humans. They also show emotion, just like humans do.
That's right. 5 fingers, 5 toes is what the rhesus have. And they do show emotions. Another thing they do, look how this one eats. See there?
Want one?
Without a knife and fork? Don't be ridiculous.
Just one bite?
Well, if you insist, just one. Ooh, mmm. My brother and I used to climb trees to pick these.
Now, Julie, what does a rhesus monkey do when it eats?
When it eats, well, they eat, oh my gosh, a variety of vegetation, as well as insects.
Right, but they also put it all in the pouches in their mouth. And they walk around with the big pouches in their mouth until they get time to eat. The pouches stick out way out here, full of like nuts and insects, like Julie said, and all sorts of fruits. Come here, Toddy, come here.
I think you should lose the silly nest thing.
No way!
I'm the one who's been to these before. I know Orange Taffyta's the best thing.
Yes, the best thing to ignore.
There!
And being white like that, they're very, very rare, and I'm sure Barbie takes real good care of the rhesus monkey. Oh, Julie, are the monkeys very social?
They're very social animals, just like humans, so they live in groups.
They live in big groups. I've been in Nepal, I've been to India, and I've seen rhesus monkeys in groups of over 100, running everywhere. There's little ones, big ones, and there's always this big male like this. He's the boss. There we go. Being a rhesus monkey, being very social, is a good friend for Barbie to have. But I want to thank Barbie again for exposing all of us, all families and young people, to the world of primates. And that's what a rhesus monkey is. It's a primate. And they're very social, as I said before, very intelligent, have 5 fingers, most of them, 5 toes, and they're animals that love to be around each other. And that's what Barbie's all about, being around all of her friends as well as the animal world.
That's true. I love my friends, and I love animals. And I especially love my 4 animal friends from the movie Barbie as the Island Princess. That's why I'm so happy that Jack and Julie Hanna of the Columbus Zoo could tell us all about them. We learned so much about these 4 incredible creatures. Jack and Julie showed us magnificent peacocks like Azul and told us that it's only the males who have big, showy feathers. And we found out that in some parts of the world, peacocks are considered a royal bird.
This is, without a doubt, the best day of my life.
I knew you'd like that, Azul. We got to see elephants at the Columbus Zoo and in the wild. And Jack and Julie told us how to tell the difference between African elephants and Asian elephants. Do you remember, Tika?
I sure do, Barbie. African elephants have gigantic ears, and Asian elephants like me have smaller ears.
You're absolutely right, Tika. We also learned how important an elephant's trunk is. And Jack told us how elephants take care of each other in their herds. We saw the adorable red pandas just like Saji and learned that although they share a name and a bamboo forest with the giant black and white panda, they're not related. And we learned about monkeys like Tallulah, who is a rhesus monkey. Monkeys have longer tails than their larger cousins, the ape. And we learned that monkeys are playful and show emotions just like humans. I hope you enjoyed spending time with all of us today. It was fun meeting Jack and Julie and taking a closer look at my 4 animal co-stars from Barbie as the Island Princess.
Bye.